Hello students, welcome to SSD Educational Classes and I am yours instructor Kashish Mehra. Welcome with new videos Management Thought Part 2. Let's continue with our topic, that is 6th point, Mathematical Quantitative Management. This is also known as quantitative school. It views management as a system of mathematical model and logical process. It means this management deals with mathematical model and logical process. This model was developed by W.C. Churchman and other persons. It focused on the finding managerial problem. This management school was depending upon the mathematical and quantitative measures, so it helped us to solve the managerial problem with mathematical way. It developed mathematical many symbols so that managerial problem can be solved. It helped in systematic management thinking and led us certain measures to process to management. Let's see some features. First feature says that management is a series of decision making. It means management help in taking various decisions. Mathematical model can be developed by quantifying various variables of the problem. Mathematical model help us to develop quantifying variables and solve our problem easily. Mathematical symbols can be used to describe the managerial problem. We can use various symbols to describe the managerial problem. Organization exists for the achievement of specific and measurable economic goal. In this point, it was explained that organization help us to achieve the specific goal which is useful for economic goal or any other organizational objectives. In 7.7 school says that system management school. This approach is based on the generalization that an organization has a system and there are many components which are interrelated or interdependent on each other. The effectiveness of system mainly depend upon the interdependency and interrelations of the various subsystems. There are various systems and subsystems in the organization. The main focus on management system management school was given on that various factors and various sub-factors depend on each other. The organization is responsiveness to environmental effect. The main point was focused on this, that the organization is organization is responsive to environmental factors. Environmental effects can be of two types, that is internal environmental effect or external. Internal effects are that are depending upon the internal decisions of the organization, whereas external environments are those that affects on the external of the organization. It provides a strong conceptual framework for meaningful analysis and understanding of organization. This approach is better than other because various factors are interrelated, so we can take measures or decisions easily. There are some features. The first feature says that an organization is a system consists of several subsystems. It means organization is a system which consists several subsystems, and these systems are interrelated and interconnected with each other. All subsystems should be studied in their interrelation rather than they are studied in isolated form. Because if we are studying all the factors with interrelated, we can take decision easily and better decisions. Rather than if we are studying each factor isolation, we can miss anything. The organization is responsive to environmental effect. It means due to environmental effect, organization may take decisions changes according to the management. Next is contingency situational school. This approach was developed by J.W. Lorish and P.R. Lawrence. This is new approach to management. The basic essence of this approach is that organization have to cope up with different situation in different way. In this school, they are trying to explain that there are many situations in the management system and they can't repeat same. It means so the manager should develop various variable methods, tools and action plan as per the required situation. The situation can't repeat same times, so sometimes they have to change their methods, they have to change their tools, they have to change their action plans according to the situation. Managers should understand that there is no one's best way to manage. Management is depending upon the situation and situation depends upon the management. Let's see some features. Management is entirely situational, so the application and effectiveness of any technique is contingent on the situation. What do you mean by contingent? First, we have to understand what is the meaning of contingent. Contingent means the situation which we don't know about it or that is uncertain. So in this point, they want to say that management is situational and they are dealing management according to the contingency. Policies and procedures should be according to the environmental conditions. As the condition change, policies and procedures should be changed. Management should understand there is no one best way to manage. It means principles and technique that we says that management is the principle and techniques are universal. Universal we can't applicable it because as per the condition change, our management also changes. The ninth school says that bureaucracy schools of management. This approach was propounded by Max Weber. He was the German sociologist and contemporary of Taylor and Fuhr. He emphasized on the recognition and exercise of authority in the fundamental question. He mainly focused on the authority and powers. He has classified authority into three categories, that is charismatic, traditional and bureaucratic. Charismatic leader authority is expected by virtue of some exceptional innate quality. It means this authority depends upon the internal qualities of the manager. The authority which flow from generation or heredity is known as traditional authority, whereas the authority which comes from the position in the organization is called bureaucratic authority. This authority will have a clear defined set of rules and procedures and rules. And let's see some features. There is a clearly separate from superior and subordinate. In this school, it is mentioned that superior and subordinates are different from each other. The division of work is based upon the competency and functional specialization. It means each and every labor or worker has defined their work and they are appointed according to their capacity or functions. There is a clear divergence between personal and official matter. There is no mixation of any matter of personal or official. There should be separation of personal and official matter. There is a system of rules, regulations and procedures. There is a hierarchy in the position based on the legal authority and powers. These are the some features of bureaucracy schools. Hope students you have understood each and everything clearly. If there is any doubt, you can comment in my comment box. Thank you.